What's up everyone, hope you guys are having a great day today, and I just got called an Xbox fanboy for like the fourth fucking time this week, despite not even owning an Xbox, but whatever. So to prove these people are right, I'm gonna damage control the Game Pass. Now today we're gonna be looking at Harman again. Yeah, I know, I made like a 40-minute video on him already, but what can I say, his entire YouTube channel is just like this glorious cesspool of phenomenal takes, such as George Floyd needed to be kneeled on, and the COVID isn't real. So we're gonna look at another phenomenal take from Harman where he constantly contradicts himself every 2 or 3 seconds, called Game Pass is a scam. So enough talking and let's just watch this shit.
Yes, Xbox Game Pass is a scam.
Bro, what the fuck is you wearing? Like, I know Harman has never really had a good fashion sense, but like, come the fuck on, why is he wearing a headband? The way these videos are shot sometimes really just makes me super uncomfortable.
And yes, I am indeed paying for it.
Yeah, this is what I mean. He says something and then directly contradicts it in like 2 seconds. But wait till he elaborates on it. It gets so much better.
I know that seems kind of like a little bit of a contradiction, but bear with me here. I am a gaming critic, right?
No, you're not. Based on your Doom Eternal review, your one point you had that made you come to the conclusion that the game was complete dog shit was that it was quote-unquote boring and repetitive, when I can never understand how people dock points off of a game for being fucking repetitive. Even then you contradict yourself in that review, because in your other videos you say you like turn-based RPGs like Paper Mario, Fire Emblem, and Dragon Quest, which are 100 times more repetitive than Doom. Not to mention, you admitted you only played 30 minutes of the game until you said it was shit. In your other reviews, you didn't even play the game. You just call them shit and pull shit out of your ass and call it a day. For fuck's sake. At least IGN has the decency to play the fucking games all the way through before reviewing it. Jesus Christ, I just offended IGN. I need to go take a break. I'll be right back.
Like, I am someone who discusses video games in depth.
Obviously not, because you didn't even have the decency to finish the fucking games. Dear God, how much longer do I have to go with this shit? We've got 4 fucking minutes of this video. Oh, fuck me.
I like to talk about the industry. I like to talk about certain developers. I like to keep on top of the newest releases and explain to people why their favorite games, like Skyrim, like Red Dead Redemption 2, like Nier Automata, like Doom Eternal, are shit. And
notice that if you go to his YouTube channel and search up Red Dead 2 or Skyrim on it, you'll see nothing that has to do with those games. That's just as of right now, like March 25th, 2021. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that he hasn't even finished those games yet, or even started them for that matter, but I don't know, might just be me.
In order to do that, I need to have steady, available access to all of these games. And the problem that I've had in recent years is that, like, I don't want a bunch of really terrible games clogging up my shelf. That's kind of been a problem with my PS3 collection.
Then buy them digitally, retard. If Game Pass is such a scam and not saving anybody money, then buy the games digitally and ignore Game Pass. Oh, wait, no. Rules for thee, but not for me. This video is just fucking great.
I have a substantial collection of PS3 games, a significant chunk of which I'm never ever going to play again.
So Game Pass isn't a scam. If it's saving you money because you don't have to buy all these games, then Game Pass isn't a scam. But just wait, it gets so much better.
There's just so much shit there that's just complete garbage and isn't even worth discussing. So Xbox Game Pass has proven itself to be a viable method to obtain new releases, play new releases, and keep them relatively to free up space, basically, like to free up space in my room here.
Again, you could just buy them digitally, for fuck's sake. Oh my God, this really hurts to watch, guys. I swear to God, I'm so done with this shit.
I don't want a bunch of bad games lying around my house, and Game Pass, because of the way it works, it's a great way for me to experience everything. Now,
and it's a great way for other people to experience everything. It's just as much of a scam for you as it is for everyone else.
That's good for me. that gives Game Pass value for me as the individual, as like due to my interests and needs. But
yeah, that's the point of fucking Game Pass. If you only play COD and FIFA, you might as well buy all those games once and call it a day. Game Pass is meant for people that want to try as many new and different games as possible. By your logic, the Nintendo Switch is a scam because it doesn't have COD and Halo on it. It has a specific audience that happens to not be certain people. You want to talk about scams? Look at Xbox Live Gold, PS Plus, and especially Nintendo Switch Online, making you pay for online and with the Switch not even working half the time, and then giving you these shitty old as hell games that everyone has already played, sometimes even decades ago. That's an actual scam. Game Pass just has a specific audience.
For the vast majority of the market, for the vast majority of gamers, like, you should, and probably are, be exclusively playing on Nintendo Switch.
Dear God, he's like a fucking cultist at this point. Does he just not understand that some people just have a preference? Like, don't get me wrong, I love my Switch. It's the only console I've actually been using ever since I got my PC. Breath of the Wild is my favorite goddamn game of all time. Smash Bros is the one major multiplayer game I've actually gotten into. The Luigi's Mansion games are like some of the first games I've ever played. But I understand that to a lot of people, Nintendo's games just aren't their cup of tea. It's a fucking preference.
Like, for normal people, for like ordinary gamers, like, you want to have Nintendo consoles. You're going to want to own physical games. You're going to want to own Nintendo hardware and their vast lineup of first-party exclusives. Because
I mean, honestly, as much as I absolutely love the Switch, literally all it has is its exclusives. The third-party games always run like complete dog shit, if they run at all. And honestly, when I had my Switch and the Switch alone for 3 years before I got my PS4, there would be like 3 to 8 month periods where I would barely touch the Switch at all. It's not a great console you should have alone. Now, with the PC, you're getting the best damn experience you could possibly have. And then you get the top-notch exclusives if you have your Switch.
I can tell you from my experience with Xbox Game Pass that everything good on Xbox is also available on Switch. Right now on Xbox Game Pass you have stuff. The best games on Xbox Game Pass including Dragon Quest XI, The Messenger, Stealth Inc. 2 are indeed readily available on Nintendo consoles.
Except when you want to buy those games on Switch, 90% of the time you have to pay full price for them, while with Game Pass, even though you don't get to keep the games, subscribing to Game Pass also gives you a 20% discount on games that are on Game Pass. So let's say I play Doom Eternal on Game Pass and I want to own that game. I don't have to pay full price for it. Not to mention, buying those games on Switch will give you a significantly lesser experience than on a PC or even an Xbox for that matter. Like, do you really want to play Doom and Doom Eternal at dog shit 30 FPS? No, I don't think anyone is going to choose the Switch version of Doom Eternal when they have an Xbox. Not to mention, you can get the game cheaper and running much better than on a Switch. Then it depends if you even have a Switch to begin with. If you only have an Xbox or only have a PC, then your point completely falls apart.
There is no reason at all to support Xbox Game Pass because these games are easily for the good games in this collection, you're going to want to own them and be able to play them whenever. So it makes more sense to just buy them on Switch.
Again, Xbox gives you a 20% discount on all Game Pass games to subscribers. So technically, depending on how many games you want to buy that are on Game Pass, you're probably still going to be saving money. Then also on Switch, you're paying way more for a significantly worse experience.
There's no reason for an ordinary person to subscribe to this service and be bombarded with terrible games like Undertale and Crosscode. Like,
that's subjective. You could say the exact same thing about the Switch, but I'm sure this man has no clue what the word self-awareness means, so I'm not even gonna talk about that.
For an ordinary person, Game Pass has no value. For an ordinary person, you are better off getting Nintendo Switch Online and having access to a wide range of Nintendo classics, right?
Is this man really trying to say that Switch Online, a service that barely functions, kicks you off the games for disconnecting, doesn't even do what it's advertised for, is somehow worth it because they give you 20 to 30-year-old games, half of which are complete and utter dog shit? Jesus fucking Christ, I can't deal with this guy.
You get Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country, A Link to the Past, Super Mario World, like Yoshi's Island, like those games right there are better than everything on Xbox Game Pass.
Doom Eternal.
And that's only like scratching the surface of what that service offers. Like,
yeah, because the rest of it is just like special editions of the games you already talked about, and then all of the other things are just dog shit.
I would sooner cancel Xbox Game Pass than before I would ever stop paying for Nintendo Switch Online. It offers so much value.
What value? It doesn't work in all of the games on Switch Online. You can literally emulate on a fucking laptop in a web browser.
Nintendo Switch Online is superior. Game Pass is a complete joke, and it's not worth your time.
But you're still paying for it. Dear God, the self-awareness is in the fucking negatives here. But yeah, that was just a fantastic video. I am really convinced that Game Pass is just nothing. No big deal. Not like they have Doom Eternal on it, one of the best games of the generation, or Skyrim, or Halo. Nah, just nothing. No value. Fuck Microsoft. Anyways, I need to go to like a radiator or something, because I need to get rid of all of the chromosomes I gained watching this video. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.